Hello, pickpickers and sheep punchers, and welcome back to Jury's Junkyard. I guess it should say back, as we did have another video. But anyway, this is a new version of Jury's Junkyard. Play with Jury's Junk, or something like that. I don't know. Well, anyway, so we're starting kind of a new series. I have a little bit built already, and I do have a little bit of structure built. A few things gathered and put together, but that being said, I'm going to start over here. I'm going to bring over some of what I've gathered over here and start over kind of fresh. In this series, part of my goal is to do a lot of focus on automation. And so I'll be, oh man, rain. Okay. So yeah, I want to start automating stuff, teaching myself a bit more about how all the different automations work, and just going from there. I don't know why I have this down. Just playing with chisels and bits, leaving a mess. Okay. So early on, one of the first things you'll want to automate is a way to ore double. And so let's do that now. It's pretty dang easy, and it's really useful early on. So it's something definitely that you'll want to figure out and learn how to do. Let's get this down. So what I'm building here is just a standard Tinker's Foundry style setup here. Let's do it off this side. I don't want to... I'm doing all this stuff wrong here. Alright, well, I'll just not worry about that until you get to that point. Let's clean this up just a bit. This is seared stone, but it has a texture to it. Good, you know, cool times, right? And we definitely want this to be the larger version of it. We'll make it another couple layers high, probably. Oh, interesting. We will have to put in the blocks. Of course we do. Okay. So along this side, what we're going to want is a couple of the drains. That's going to be super important. You can really have these on any side you want, but this is going to be the place that'll make sense for me the most, I think. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to want... not just want, but we're going to need to do a controller, and then, let's see, a seared tank. Let's put the tank on the far right here. That'll be a little easier later on, and then I think that's just closed. Aha! Works. Nice. Yep, there we go. So it works, and we have tons of inventory slots. Easy enough, right? Very easy. One of the first things you want to automate is just getting lava into it. Just getting materials into the damn thing. So that's what we're going to do here. I really like using fluid tanks. I think that's probably the best, or at least the easiest way of doing it. So all you have to do is slap one down. Make sure it has some lava in it. This is not quite full, but close. And then you adjust the top so it does a push. And that will automatically fill it up. And so the tank itself only holds 4 buckets. This will hold 16, and then continually refill until it runs out of lava. Why not, right? Let's put, I have another one here. I just kind of want to fill it out here. Let's see. So let's push all the lava from there to the other one. Oh, there's too much. Oh well, whatever. That's fine. Okay. Tanks are also good for removing liquids that you don't really care to have in your machine. It's very common where you'll accidentally get something in here that, like blood or something like that. It's just awkward to get rid of. Anyway, we need to put down some faucets. We'll do 2 for now because that's just what I have handy. So we'll separate them, I think. I'll make more later, but for now this will work. Put the casting basin there, and the casting table there. But we also want, we're going to need some space. You'll see why in a moment. There we go. Okay, so this is a basic setup. Not terribly large, but good enough it'll process ore pretty quickly. So where do we go from here? Okay. Let's get... is that chiseled? It is chiseled, okay. So the first thing I think we'll want to do is automate adding materials to it. So what I'm going to do is throw a chest up here, and then we will just use a hopper. And you can hop it right into that front face there, and you're all set. That's all you got to do. Controller block. Now that I think about it, that's a little awkward. Maybe I'll do that. Because you still need to be able to get into the smeltery occasionally, just to check on its status. So having a little step down maybe is, I don't know if that's the best way or not, but that'll work. Anyway, so stuff you send in here will get sucked into the system, and there you go. And that cobblestone's going to have a fun time melting, obviously. Okay. The next thing I want to do is automate the output chest. So I'm just going to do basically the same thing. Boom. So doing it on the casting table is pretty good. So there we go. As soon as that melts, it's taking its sweet time. Okay. And then the trick here is that the faucet can be activated by a redstone signal. One of the easiest ways of doing it is using the Dark Utilities timer or other similar timers. Dark Utilities timer is just easy to make. You just need a clock and where's the recipe for that? Just some redstone torches and some smooth stone or the granite. In this pack, a lot of the stuff is ore dictionary to stone, so it's super easy to get stone now, which is very nice. Alright, let's plop this on here. Ta-da! 100 ticks is every 5 seconds. That is plenty, honestly. See? Right there, it did it. And then it sucks it out. And there we go. We have a seared brick now. Yay. So, super, super easy to get some really basic level automation. This is very early game stuff. You can do it with a much smaller smeltery. Yeah. Well, anyway. Thanks for watching. I'm going to be moving over some more equipment in the meantime. I have a bit of a power gen, but I think I'm going to save that for later. There's some really interesting automation around getting kind of a sustainable power gen. Because you can always throw coal into a generator, and that'll do for like the really short term. But man, you need more than that. That's not going to last you very long unless you just spend all your time mining, and that's no good. Well, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, please let me know. And if you are interested in joining us, see my previous video on the server. I do plan on inviting some people. I currently have about 5 people, give or take, 5 or 6, with a couple more interested. If you're interested as well, message me on Discord. If you... I do kind of plan on limiting it to maybe 10 people, give or take. Over here. Okay. Whoops. So I do plan on limiting around 10 people on average. It's going to be a very light rules. The idea is to have a really friendly server with, keep it very mature. Yeah. So hop on Discord, check out my other video for the link. And have a great day, everybody.